Hi, I'm Kathleen with Portola Property Management in Santa Cruz, California. Today I thought I would talk a little bit about how you go about filling your rental property as quickly as possible. That's one of the first questions I always get with people when I go out and meet them is, how soon can you get it rented? Well, there's a couple things to think about. Is your property ready to be rented right away? Is it clean? Is it immaculate? Have all the little maintenance things been repaired and fixed? If that's been done, great. Next, we move on to pricing. How do we price it? So if you price it based upon what things are going for in the market at a fair value, and I always like to price a little bit below what the maximum fair value is, because you have to realize that the applicants are shopping and they know very well what things are going for. So you don't want to be at the max high end, you want to be a little bit below so people feel like they're getting a good value for the dollar. Also, when you're going through to fill the vacancy on the property, you need to keep in mind that you want to make sure you're setting aside a little bit of money every month so that you're not feeling pressure to take the first person that comes along that's willing to rent it, or the first person that says to you, I will pay you rent in a year's advance. That's a huge red flag. Because listen, if you and I both have that kind of money sitting around, are we just going to turn over 12 months of rent in advance to somebody? I don't think so. What that tells me is that person probably has really bad credit and or they're not going to get a good landlord review. So they're trying to bribe you with a year's rent. And it's enticing when you kind of need that money. So be patient, set aside a little bit of money so that you're not in that crunch, and then thoroughly screen your tenants so that you do get a good, well-qualified tenant that will stay in the property for a long run. Also, if you price it and you're not getting the showings and the type of tenants that you want, you have to be willing to drop the rent. It's not going to do you any good to keep it out there if you feel that it's worth $2,100 and you're only going to get $1,990 for it. So you have to be willing to drop it to get a good qualified tenant in there. If you have any other further questions about how to price your property to get it rented, feel free to give us a call and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you.